What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed today, please hit the subscribe to the channel before you leave. So please hit the subscribe button today before you leave the channel. And make sure to share the videos on all your social media networks and to thumbs up if you like what you see. Thank you and welcome back. Welcome back, guys. All right. So first of all, before I even begin, I hope everybody had a very, very, very happy Thanksgiving. I did. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving with my family. Everybody came over to my house as usual. That's our yearly tradition. You guys gotta excuse me because I do have a little touch of a cold bug. Oh my god, right? Like it sucks, right? Like I was trying so hard not to get hit with the virus, the cold bug, but I got a little touch of something, but I'm working on it, so pray for me. But yeah, my Thanksgiving went splendid. Everybody came over to my house and we ate. And my aunts and my grandma, they did all the food this year. So me and my mom, we didn't really have to do much cooking. So me, my mom, my little brother, all we did really was just like get the house cleaned up, and yeah, we just got the house prepared for company, and it was awesome. And we had like some different dishes that we don't normally have. Like my aunt made brown rice with fish. It was salmon, so baked salmon, and it was really really good. It was really good, and we had meatballs and ham, turkey dressing, macaroni and cheese. Yeah, it was some good stuff. Definitely. So I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving as well. If you got a chance to see some family that you don't normally see, or the ones you see every day, and I hope you got a chance to see some friends. And just take time to be thankful and thank God for everything that He's done for you, and just kind of rest in that. Rest in that state of gratitude. I think Thanksgiving is one of those holidays where you just get to kind of take time out. Now, I try to remain in a state of thankfulness every day. But I think Thanksgiving is just one of those days where it's an extra reminder, to be thankful in case you haven't lately. So, yeah. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the video today. Today, I'm just kind of, this is a topic that just came to my mind that I just wanted to quickly discuss. So this is the topic of just us as like women in general, but more so black women, and like dealing with pregnancy and their relationships and marriage. So it seems to me like the thing with having children, of course, is this beautiful gift from God, and it's just wonderful. I can't wait to be a mom. I know a lot of you who are not moms yet can't wait to be a mom. And if you already are a mom, you may want more. And so, you enjoy being a mom now, and you're like, I love it so much, I want more. So, yay, it's wonderful. But I just feel like it seems like it's kind of so celebrated to a point where it overshadows like marriage, and I feel like it's a bigger deal than marriage. Like people kind of not to everybody, but to a lot of people, this is what I've noticed. They kind of push marriage off to the back burner, like it's kind of a secondary aspect of things rather than reproducing. Reproducing becomes, this top notch thing, especially for us. Like this is what we do best. This is what we do. We reproduce, and then this is more celebrated than marriage. Like marriage becomes this thing was like, okay, well if it happens, great. If not, whatever. I got my baby, I got my kids, and this is more celebrated. And it just kind of came to my mind. I think it's like it kind of bothers me in a way because I just feel like we're so much more than that. And babies are great and wonderful. Being a mom, there's nothing on earth like it. But however, I just feel like if you are a woman who you genuinely desire more, which most women do, most women don't, say, I just want to, be somebody's baby mama. Like, nobody sets out to be a baby mama. That kind of just happens to you. Like, I just feel like, so why not? So why be one then? Like, why choose to be that and then kind of settle in that state of complacency? And a lot of women, what I find is that when they become a baby mama the first time around, it becomes more easier for them to become a victim to being a baby mama again. And it's like it happens to them so fast they don't even see it happening. Like I see girls like on Facebook, I'll see girls who like I went to high school with, for instance, and they'll be pregnant, they'll get pregnant then, maybe they were like 17, 18, or even 20 years old. And they'll be pregnant the first time around. You may see statuses about their, heart when they were going through their heartache over why it didn't work with the guy. Because Facebook people make everything so public nowadays, so it's hard to not know somebody's life, feelings, personal business, whatever. So they'll put on statuses, oh, men is this, and all these men is like this, and I'm over the moon, whatever, whatever. You know how people do on Facebook. So obviously there was a situation where they was once this happy couple on Facebook. You may have seen they pictures up, and now all of a sudden no more. She's single. She's raising her child. So okay, she's a single mother. So the girl's in the situation. Then fast forward to 3-4 years later, the child's grown up. Child's about maybe 4 or 5 years old now, and all of a sudden the girl is pregnant again. But and then you question like, okay, is she married though? Now you don't know because she ain't got to necessarily put it on Facebook. I mean, you don't know what's cooking on, in their personal life. You don't know what's going on. But a lot of times, no. A lot of times it's the same situation, but she's with a different man. And she feels like somehow this new guy in her life is going to be so much different. I'm like, but is he going to wife you? Like, he's going to make you his wife. Is he serious about you? Is he really intentional? And I don't think so. I just feel like, he may be just talking the right kind of talk, It's like, it's like he's saying the same script but in a different way, and they feel like this guy is going to be so different. He's going to be the one that I've always been waiting on. And in some cases, they're right. In other cases, they're not. Unfortunately, they don't realize they just walked into the same trap that they did 4 or 5 years ago when they first had their firstborn. I'm like, you were the same kind of guy. I'm like, he's no different, hon. I'm like, you're gonna be the other baby mama again. You just put a different man. And it's kind of sickening and sad to watch, them kind of fall prey again. And because I don't like to watch anyone get their heart broken. I've been heartbroken before, so it's crazy. But they get with these guys, and they feel like it's going to be so different, and they're kind of flashing them around, and, talking about how great he is and whatever. And, it's just weird. Or how much their life has changed, and they seem happy. But in the back of your mind, you can't help but ask, now, how long this going to last? Because you're like, I don't understand, because it's the same situation. Nothing has changed because the girl don't have no ring on her finger. She's still not married. She still hasn't gotten to that point of being stable or a state of permanence. Everything is still temporary, So I feel like until you get a ring, you are still a fling in a sense. I'm just saying, that may hurt your feelings, but I gotta be real with you. I didn't come to, protect your feelings, so much to the point where I'm gonna let you stay and remain ignorant. I just gotta tell you the truth, until you get this ring, this thing, it don't mean a thing, okay? It doesn't mean a thing. You don't mean a thing to this person, and it can end at any time. Seriously. I mean, he could walk out of that door at any time. And that's not to say that after you get the ring, he can't walk. Of course. That's why you have divorce. Divorces happen too, and marriage is not like the guarantee that it's gonna, last, but it's more of a guarantee when it's the right kind of guy they're supposed to be with. When it's a God sent husband that's supposed to somebody you went out and picked on your own just randomly. You just jumped into something with somebody because he was cute and he had money and he seemed like he was that one. He had swag and whatever. Like, no, anybody can time for that. I'm like, yeah, but that one, yeah, he probably will leave after y'all got married. But no, I mean, you're more likely to, stay in the marriage in a solid, healthy marriage where God is the center of the marriage if you just wait on the Lord to send you that right person so that you're not constantly getting taken advantage of. Because it's like, I mean, I watch women like ragdolls that get dragged across the floor by these different men. I'm like, he's the same guy. It's like same crap, different toilet. Like, sorry, but that's what it is. I'm like, look, who is this? So it's just nuts. And we just keep, and everybody be so happy for him, like, oh, congratulations. And I'm like, yeah, congratulations, babies are beautiful, like, regardless of whether you're married or not, but still, it's just, my thing is, I'm not saying be ashamed of your birth, or the fact you're pregnant, and, no, I'm not saying be ashamed of the children, of course not, it's like, I'm not saying that, but it's just, think a little bit higher of yourself, that I deserve the whole package, not just a little something. I deserve more than just a man's seed, planted inside of me, growing this child, and I'm still temporary. I'm still like, like, I mean, you gotta think about like a job, like either you hire, you permanent, or you temp to hire. Because even when you temp to hire at a company, they have the option of not hiring you. So it's like a lot of you all, you was temporary at first with the baby mama thing. We already know that. But then now you thinking hire, but you just temp to hire status. That's all you are. You just shift. You went from a temporary associate to attempt to hire. So it's like, maybe he will, maybe he won't. I'm like, you still not in there. I mean, what did you think this was? So I just hate to see women dragged through the mud like that. But that's a lot of times that's what happens. And they just swear them down. This is gonna be different this time. This guy is so he's so wonderful, and I'm like, if he was so wonderful, I'm gonna go ahead and say you wouldn't be pregnant before you have a ring on your finger, and you may really hate me, you know, you may unsubscribe, and you feel free, but I'm just saying, uh, I mean that's up to you. I mean it's not hurting me. I'm just telling you truthfully, you're about to get hurt, and I just want to warn you, like, hey, if you were so special, you would not have your belly out here, and there's no ring on your finger, nor any talk of a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing for you to be pregnant, like y'all just had a slip up or something like that, but y'all still, you planning a date or whatever. So, for marriage, you're like, yeah, we will get married next fall. We're gonna do this or whatever. And then even that situation, like, and I know a woman that happened to. Like, she was engaged and she was telling me about the wedding and everything, and she had his child, and she's not with him no more. Now she's in a new relationship now, and she is pregnant again now. I don't know if she's engaged or not, but yeah, I hope for her sake that she is, so that she's not constantly repeating the same mistake. But I only see this with black women. I'm not saying white women don't do it too, but I just see this a lot. But I was like, why do we keep getting into these stupid kind of relationships? I'm like, these. What are we doing? We just keep playing house with these people. I'm like, this is not real. Like, this is dumb, And so you're so desperate to have somebody, and we don't want to be in a state of desperation. It's like, let God do what He does best. Push you with His best while you work on being your best. Okay? Why don't you do that? Because you're wasting time with a loser. Another loser. I mean, come on now. Now, I looked online on this site called theatlantic.com. They did a article about the economics of marriage. Basically doesn't, it just doesn't work for black women. And this is just a little snippet of a study they did, what they talked about was done. So from the Brookings Institution, a recent memo. This is like back, I think, last year. So married women ages 25 to 35, about 41% of white women had hubbies who had similar, or husbands who had similar educational backgrounds, while 32% of black women had that. 48% of white women reported having husbands with lower levels of education attainment, while nearly 60% of black women reported the same thing. So this discrepancy could result in a household that earns about $25,000 less yearly. So that's pretty huge percentage, right? So what the article was basically talking about is how it's not even so much as money, it's more so education. They say for black women, they're more. It's harder for black women to sometimes marry a guy who has the same kind of educational background, and I think like. And sometimes that don't even matter because in certain situations, which the article mentioned as well, the guy that you marry, he may not have, you may have a master's, he may just have like some college or a technical degree, or not have any college after high school at all, and he be making this, a lot of money a year. So it depends on what skill set he has and what kind of career he goes into. So it kind of depends on that. So I would say make sure you have leeway with that. I don't think so hard on that. Like you don't really know, and all of that is relative. Usually, it's like you don't really know. But of course, naturally, you need to be with somebody who you can, gel with, mentally and and intellectually. So of course, education is important, but I don't feel like it needs to match yours. That's just my opinion. I don't think it needs to match, but that's what the article was basically speaking about. Like, it's harder for black women to find this particular person. For white women, it's easier because the white guys are more likely to go to college. We already know that, and so they feel like black guys are not, they may not go, it may not be as many of them in college, or black men will go to college but not finish it, or something like that. And so you have more black women that will go to college, get degrees. We get our degrees, we go and everything, we get higher degrees, where they may kind of fall off in that respect, and therefore we look at them like either we don't want to be with them or we end up settling, so, or maybe we don't settle, but nevertheless, it's like you're not matching up, So as far as like the generational poverty that we're in, it's hard to pull up out of it, because like your household's not bringing in the income it could be bringing in. So it's an interesting article. I'll post it below, but yeah, I say try to look. I think a lot of these articles like this sometimes be poisonous too, because it makes you think I can't do any better, and you like, what's the point of marriage? What's the point of this? Why don't we just do whatever? No, don't do that. God's plan for your life is so much greater than any article that can be written about. Ain't no good man. Y'all ain't smart enough. Them men don't make enough money. Y'all ain't got enough education attainment. You can't do nothing. It ain't nothing. You black women ain't gonna get what you want. That's BS. God is too great. He is too great. He has a greater plan for you. So lock into that, and stop paying attention to what articles is talking about and what your friends and family talking about and people pushing you to do stuff you shouldn't be doing, what the enemy's talking about. No, plug into what God is saying to you and follow his voice so you will know his purpose for your life, his plans for your life, and you get more in tune with that. You can make better decisions for your life, so you're not making the same mistakes and making mistakes, period. So, yeah. I mean, you make a mistake, learn from it, grow from it, and don't repeat it. For God's sake. Don't repeat it. Try not to repeat the same mistake. You know? Okay, but that's all I have for you today. It's just a topic that was on my mind. I just thought I'd get on here and just let's have a little discussion. I just want to talk about that and, see what you guys thought about it. Okay? All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening and watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, you guys have a blessed rest of your evening and a blessed rest of your week. Bye.